Hi everyone! It's officially Halloween! Yippee! I wanted to get this video done way earlier in the spooky season, but of course, as all of you know, my life is super hectic and I have a bunch of things going on. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get it done then, but I'm getting it done now, so that's what matters. My apologies. Today we're doing an appropriately spooky theme, witches! Specifically some mushroom witches, which was kindly suggested to me by my longtime viewer, Everything is So Confusing. I cannot think of anything more autumn than mushroom witches, so that's why I'm doing it for this year's spooky video. Also, stick around until the end for a big announcement, and also a little bit of important news about the channel. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, first mushroom up is the Shaggy Inkcap mushroom. So for all of these designs, I tried to use multiple different visual motifs to make them more interesting, specifically the type of mushroom that the girl is based on, and also a magic occupation that the witch would have. For this girl, she is a Shaggy Inkcap mushroom, like I said, and her magic occupation is writing spells, since I felt like the ink of the mushroom kind of reminded me of vintage writing ink, which obviously goes in hand with, you know, spelling, spell books, that kind of stuff. I tried to make her as goopy as possible. Her hat brim is goopy, her dress trim is goopy, her sleeves are goopy, her eyelashes are goopy, her jewelry is goopy, even her handwriting is supposed to kind of look like little goopy drips on the page. I just thought it would be a cute design detail, since I feel like that is the most, or one of the most striking parts of the mushroom. It's weird black goop, dew stuff. By the way, there's multiple other mushrooms that have that. Like, multiple of the ones I saw have this weird, like, syrupy dew stuff. If anyone knows a lot about mushrooms and wants to tell me why they are goopy, I would like to know. I don't know anything about mushrooms, I just think they look pretty. Anyway, her dress has multiple layers of lace to kind of look like the shaggy parts of the mushroom, same with her hat. Her hair is supposed to also be like a shaggy wolf cut kind of thing. She has little white boot sock things and stockings to kind of look like the stalk of the mushroom too. These little ghosts you see floating around her ended up becoming a matching things within all of the illustrations, and hers are based off of little ink splatters or droplets or whatever. I just thought it was cute. You can even see that they're coming out of like a little ink bottle. So that's what that's about. I made her very tall and skinny because most of the mushrooms are very tall and skinny. And personality-wise, I imagine she's kind of sorrowful and shy, and prefers to read or write by herself instead of talking with other people, which is pretty standard, you know, stuff, I think, especially with my characters. I've drawn multiple characters like that before, but I think it's a cute trope, so I like to draw it and design for it. And finally, all of these drawings that I made have fun collagey backgrounds for visual interest and to tie back to the theming. She has ripped up ripped up written paper scraps, ink splotches, and dried flowers. And then finally, the last thing I did for all of these is that I put the common name and the scientific name in a nice little font. I just thought it made it look like an old, like, poster or something, I guess. Maybe I'll sell prints of these eventually, though it'll have to be exclusive to my vending booth as all of my merch is, which you will hear more about at the end of this video during our little announcement segment. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's basically it, and this is how she turned out. I think she's lovely. Alright, next one up is a little bit spookier, the bleeding tooth fungus. And yes, this is why I had to put a trypophobia warning at the beginning of this video. If you don't like trypophobia, then this is the part you gotta skip. So just get out of here and move to the next one. I find it freaky too, but I think that this specific mushroom is so cool that I really, really wanted to draw her. And it's perfect for spooky month. So I had to do it. I'm sorry. I'll see if you're someone who's one of those people, I'll see you in the next part. But if you've stuck around, either because you don't have the fear or because you're very brave, that is very cool. She's obviously based off of the bleeding tooth fungus, and I imagine she's a literal witch doctor brewing potions and vaccines with both medical science and witchcraft involved in her treatments. She also has vague dentist vibes, I think for obvious reasons. Her shape language, Her shape language was meant to represent the fungus itself, Her shoulders and chests are supposed to appear broader than her hips, like how the mushroom kind of has that shape, though I feel like I didn't push that language enough, so it doesn't come across as well as I kind of wish it did, but that's okay. She's also stubby and short like the mushroom as well. I imagine she's got a chaotic energy to her. Crazy doctors are another trope I really enjoy designing for, or crazy scientists. They're just really fun. You get to do a lot of crazy shit with them. So, I think she's good at what she does. She just also knows it's going to hurt, and she doesn't care. So, that's the kind of character she is. The mushroom is also represented in the shape and spots of her sleeves, bottom of her waistcoat, and her hat, similar droopy motifs as the Shaggy Inkcap girl, but much more rounded and blunt. Her lace details on her hat and pantaloons are like the droplets as well. She has a toothy grin to call back to the idea of the bleeding tooth, as you would imagine. Her little ghosts are meant to be the serum in her syringe and have toothy grins to both suit her mischief and her teeth motif. Teeth motif? I originally made her potion and little little ghosties a lot more like of a bright red, but I felt like it looked too much like blood, and that way it really wasn't the vibe. It also just blended way too much with her other red motifs. So, little pink, like lighter pink it is. It kind of looks like watered down or something. Her collage consists of old medical drawings, vintage surgical tools, and long rows of teeth. Very, very spooky. She's also a little inspired by the songs HYPERDONTIA and Novocaine by Creepy and Ghost and Palace, because I have loved those songs for forever, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that I probably put them as the background music for the segment, one of the two. So yeah, there you go. There she is. Very cool. Very, very spooky. Very, very, very awesome. I don't know how to talk, I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, last but not least is the Amethyst Deceiver, which is a very sparkly purple mushroom that reminded me of the galaxy, and the name felt very magical. And because of those things, this witch is a powerful oracle that can see the past, present, and future. This mushroom comes in a varied amount of different shapes, from long to stumpy, and I kind of just did what I wanted with her body type. It's not really inspired by the mushroom in any way. Since most of the mushroom's shape is coming through her clothing, the underskirt, hat lining, boots, and sleeves are all meant to look like the interior part of the mushroom, or the mushrooms that have ruffles that grow upwards. The top of the dress and hat were meant to look like the occasional shimmery top part of the mushroom when it grows a proper cap. This character is meant to be unknown and mysterious seeming on purpose, since that's what the word Deceiver reminds me of. I know I wanted her to seem powerful and in tune, serene and elegant, while still vaguely threatening or intimidating. Her little ghosties are a classic magic purple, and the star on their heads is supposed to be reminiscent of her third eye. I give all my Oracle Witches third eyes. I just think it's cute and cool looking and is a nice touch. Also feels a lot more like magic-y and monster-y than just having them not have anything, I guess. I completely forgot to give this one cute little elf ears like the other two, but you know what? She has already so much She already has so much Fae energy, I don't think she really needs the ears. So I guess it worked out. Her collage consists of astrology illustrations, tarot cards, and amethyst crystals. So yeah, that's her. And that's the end of all of the drawings, I guess. Yippee! Alright, here are all of the final results together. I think they all turned out super duper cute. I'm happy with the designs, I'm happy with what I did with the backgrounds, and I think they look really, really nice as a set, and I hope I get to sell prints of them eventually. But now that we're at the end of the video, we can finally go over those announcements I was talking about. If you are not interested because you're new to the channel, or it's just not stuff that pertains to you, then feel free to skip to the end, or just click off, or whatever you want to do. But that's what's coming up next, so for people who are interested, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next segment. Hello! If you finally made it to this part of the video, then that means you're interested in some of the announcements and news I have, which is very, very cool, so thank you very much. First of all, I'm going to be at Ocean City Comic Con this year! Yippee! I go basically every year. but I just thought I would put it out there because maybe some people would want to buy merch. I've got prints, I've got stickers, I've got little clay friends, I've got a lot of cool stuff, so come check it out. Even more exciting, I'm actually doing a panel this year all about character design. So if you're interested on how I do things, or what tips and tricks I picked up, or just want it in, you know, a very easily digestible way, come check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. I have a really nice presentation so far, and I hope that it turns out good. I may or may not post it to the YouTube channel. I don't really know yet, but if you want to make sure you come see it, and you live near Ocean City, then come check it out. The next good news I have is that I actually have a comic now, which is super duper exciting. It's only the first chapter right now, and it's just some cutesy bat shenanigans for the most part, but it's perfect for Halloween. It's a little queer vampire story, and it's set in the mid-2000s, and it's just something I've wanted to do for a really long time. So yeah, there's that. And finally, the only bit of bad news that I have for everyone, as you can tell from everything else, I am going to be very, very busy this November, and I probably won't have time for a long-form video. If you're lucky, I might be able to get out, like, some shorts or something, but please don't expect anything super long from me for a little bit. I'll try my best, just don't count on it. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this extra spooky little art video. And thank you for making it all the way through if you're finally here. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!